So check it out, right? The next part of the Dream is Real sequence, right? Life been funny as fuck since I started the whole Dream is Real sequence, you know? The closer you get to God, the more the devil will test your ass. Test you daily, test you hourly, and test you every fucking minute of life. If you're not ready to be tested by the devil, if you're not ready for the devil to be on your ass all day, every fucking day, then getting close to God is not a thing for you to do. I promise you, you're only going to have more stress than you already have. If the devil consumes your life and is all over your life and you're living okay, leave it there. Leave it right fucking there. Because the moment you decide to get closer to God, the more severe the stress, the more severe the tests, trials and tribulations, you know? That's just how it works. The moment you finally get through to find God, you follow the breadcrumbs, right? You start with the faith of the size of a mustard seed. Okay, as this plant starts to grow, the more tests, right? So if you're not ready for mustard seed tests, then don't even step up to real fruit-bearing plants and trees. Because now the devil's all over the leaves. The devil's all over the branches. The devil's all over the fucking stem. The devil's all over the whole base of the plant, trying to destroy it and break it down with worms, weather, fucking whatever the fuck going on in the world. The devil's trying to destroy this plant. Okay, when you was a mustard seed, it's a seed and it's in the dirt. And all you got to deal with is the seed in the dirt, the environment it is in. Once you start to develop roots and that stem pop up, then you got leaves, then you got fruit. Now you got a whole bunch of different tests that the devil gonna be fucking with your ass about. Ain't that right? See? So, check it. If you're not ready to play, don't get in the game. Simple like that. God is everything. He's all over. He will consume your life. Okay? But God needs to know that you're faithful. This life is a mirror reflection of the afterlife. Okay? There's a chain of command in real life. You got to go through the husband to get to God. You got to go through your mother to get to the father to get to God. You got to go through your boss to get to corporate. You got to go through your boss to get to corporate to get to the insurance company. There's a chain of command. You got to go 1st grade to get to 12th grade. It's just a whole... That's real life. The reason there's so many things like this in your real life is because that's the afterlife. Okay? For those of you that are Christians, Baptists, whatever, check this out. You got to go through the Son to get to the Father. Bam. I mean, you just got to catch on to the patterns and what's really going on in life. Okay. Now, peep this. In any relationship you ever in, we feel like, oh, we in this relationship, okay, I'm going to do me, and motherfucker just going to have to get along with it. That's how we feel. But in real life, any relationship you're in, there's a chain of command, okay? Even with my baby, right here. She cool. She's a baby. She don't need much. But to get through to her, there's a chain of command. First, I could just go straight and talk to my daughter. A king talking to a princess. There's going to be all kind of confusion because she's a baby. She don't understand me. And I'm not a female. Okay? But if I go to her mother and tell her, look, this is the problem we're having, her mother's going to tell me because her mother knows herself. Her mother knows a lot of things about girls. Her mother knows a lot of things about this situation. I hear her mother. So now I go to my baby, and I can talk to my baby in a way that my baby would understand. Okay? Same thing with her on the flip side. She may want to tell me some shit. Okay? I don't understand. I'm like, baby, what the hell are you talking about? I don't understand you. Okay? But after she go talk to her mama about it, her mama be like, go tell daddy this. Go tell daddy that. Guess what this baby do? Tell daddy exactly that. Okay? You're going to have to prove your relationship. Prove your worth in any relationship. By me proving that I love her, now she's starting to trust me and go along with things I say without having to go through her mother. She's trying to understand her dad. You know? Her dad is trying to understand her on the flip side. Same thing with God. You have to seek him and try to understand him if you want him to understand you. Okay, now we move forward to the mustard seed in the plant. The closer you get to God, the higher this plant comes up out of the ground, reaching towards the sky, towards the sun, the more the devil will test you to prove your relationship with God. You know? Let's just say you got a regular boyfriend and girlfriend. Okay? First thing you do, you go on a date. While you're on that date, he's trying to prove to you that I'm a nice guy. You're trying to prove to him, I'm a nice girl. Bam. If one of the people don't seem to prove that, then the relationship is dead. As long as both people could continue to try to prove this, even if you fall short, just try to prove this. I'm going to see that she tried. She may not be a triathlon runner or none of that kind of shit, but if she came out here dressed up and ready to run with me, then guess what? She tried to prove it. She tried to prove she's on the team. I'm going to be there with her. Verse, I asked her, what's up, baby? Let's go for a walk. She don't even want to dress out. She don't want to go for a walk. She's in a bad attitude, bad mood. That's the devil all over her shit. You know what I'm saying? All over our shit. We're not going to proceed if the devil's tearing up the leaves, if the devil's tearing up the stem. You know? We're trying to grow this relationship. We're not trying to destroy it before it even has a chance in life. So, you sit down. We were given the Bible. We were given religion. We were given this and that. You sit down, right? He said, what am I going to do to get closer to God? So you start to do studies and start to do research. The more studying and research you do, first off, you're going to do the studying and research, and you're going to come to a dead end. Bam. Every question you ask is going to be the same answer you've been getting your whole fucking life. Bam. Google is a big part of that bullshit also. They're going to give you the most common answer, not the real answer. You have to dig for that shit. Seek me like you seek choice treasures. This is what God said in the Bible. In most Bibles, regardless of your religion, right? So you seek, you seek, you seek. Once you seek, and you start to come up with some different answers than the ones you already previously had. Okay? Now you got to figure out if this shit is the truth. If it's the truth, or is it just another deception? Okay? You pray on it, you feel it, you're born with God. That's how you do it. So if you decide and realize and figure out that this is what God has for me, not what he has for the next person, because what he got for you ain't necessarily what he got for the next person. If this is what he has for you, guess what? Bam. You start moving forward trying to do that. When you do that, because the devils don't want you to do something different than you already been doing, there's going to be controversy because you're not pledging to him. You're pledging to God. In your current life, you're pledging to the devil without even knowing it, and he still gives you shit. So imagine pledging to God and not him. What is he going to do to your life? He's going to turn it into shit because you see you're paying attention to God and not him. Okay? Now we get a stalemate. You get what's called a Mexican standoff. What you gonna do? You gonna continue to follow God, or you're going to go back to your old ways. Not even your old ways. You just did that shit last night, but today you want to find God. Damn, we ain't gonna even worry about that. So what you gonna do? You're gonna get mad and be angry, have a shitty attitude. You're gonna not participate when, let's say for instance, you sleep today. You sleep. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, right? You normally don't get up to 8 or 9. That's just how you do it. That's how you kick it, right? You get up at 9 and then you start drinking your coffee, smoking cigarettes, and everything goes smooth. Okay? In the devil's world, when you're pleasing to him, unconsciously. But let's say you want to get with God the next morning. He start ringing your fucking phone. 7 o'clock in the morning. Everybody in your circle, everybody in the world know not to ring your phone before 9 o'clock. But now it's 7 o'clock the next day and your phone is ringing. You don't answer, you hit ignore. 7:05, it rings again. It may be the same person, maybe somebody different. Or you may hit ignore and that same person call you back 5, 6, 7 times. And that person knows damn well you ain't with that shit. This is God testing you. God letting the devil test you to see if you're going to get up and enjoy the world that God blessed to you. You know, normally get up at 9 and start to try to enjoy the world. But God wants you up at 7 so you can enjoy the fullness of his world and the blessings that he got for you. Okay? You got to answer the phone. If not, you're repeating the same cycle you repeated yesterday and the day before. Not wanting to participate. Not wanting to be active part of what God has for you. What you have for you is a 9 o'clock schedule. But what God got for you is a 7 o'clock schedule. It's just an example of what kind of shit be going on now. Don't take none of it as literal. Just take it as examples and take from it if you're a child of God. You know, you're going to receive what you need to receive. Okay? So for the next hour, a whole hour, your fucking phone's going crazy. And this is not even normal or usual. The devil's testing your fortitude, testing your attitude, testing your nobility. He's testing your willingness to be with God. You know? And we'll write it off as people. Why the fuck is Tom texting me? Why the fuck is Mark texting me? Why is Sarah texting me? Sarah know damn well I don't get out the bed till. So now you got a fucked up attitude towards Mark, Sarah, and whoever the fuck else. That fucked up attitude, when you finally get up at 9 o'clock, it's still going to have residuals inside of your soul, inside of your body, inside of your brain. Because as soon as you open your eyes, you think, these motherfuckers tried me. You see? The closer you get to God, the more the devil will test you. Okay, let's say you get over that. Let's say you start getting up, answering your phone, and dealing with people, because they most likely don't want nothing. It's something simple that they probably could have handled themselves, but God allowed the devil to test you to see if you really want this relationship. Do you want this relationship with me or not? I found myself doing it when I was dating, in my dating cycle. Okay? I had a girlfriend. She wasn't having sex. I had a girlfriend that was having sex, a little bit too much sex. And I had a few random strags, right? Okay. The one that wasn't having sex, I love this girl the most. Okay? But I still got my own issues I'm dealing with. Because I got a kid on the way. I'm actually having sex. Like, I'm doing that, right? Then we got this girl that's always having sex, my girlfriend. Baby mama, having sex, right? Always having sex. But I realize and feel like this is just a little too much. Even though I like sex, I feel like, damn, you kind of judging her because you like it, she like it. It don't matter who like it the most. Okay? But the one that wasn't having sex, I can't spend much time with her because I be horny and shit. You feel me? So me and her hanging, but we ain't hanging like that. Not when it's time to go down. I'm going to the other one. But the other one is just too much. She don't want to do nothing else. She ain't trying to focus on God and focus on goals and different things that gets us to heaven. Then I got all these random strats, right? They randomly do whatever, pop up, show up. Whenever, let's say, I say I'm not horny. I act like I'm not horny and just say, I'd rather be my relationship with God. Okay, cool. The one that's not having sex, she's obviously busy. It just was set up that way. You know, she's not going to be here with me to study the Bible and the different things that I want to do with God. That shit tricky. That shit right there real tricky. You got to be careful with that kind of shit. Okay, she's a good girl. Godly, want to wait till she get married and all that kind of crap right there, right? But she doesn't know God. She has good traits and shit, right? But she don't really know God. All she knows is the God that her parents gave her. Her parents being children of slaves. Now, have a comprehension here now. I'm 40 years old right now. Her parents, about 60, 70 years old, right? Slavery is over with 100 and something years ago. Not really 200. Less than 150. Right? So the parents of her parents were slaves, children of slaves, who were taught by slave masters, this is what the Bible says, this is this, this is that, this is that. They taught their kids, they taught their kids. 90% of people only know God by what somebody told them. Not actually looking for their own and figuring God out themselves. So this is a good girl. That's that tricky shit. Then you got this other one over here, having sex, all that. Parents, children of slaves and all of that. But they're actively seeking God. Okay? Actively seeking God. Not necessarily paying tribute or worshiping God. Then you got these strags that just pop up randomly whenever I don't want to hang with the one that's having sex, but the one that's not having sex, she's unavailable as far as the mental connection with God, and she don't even understand really. So I go chill by myself, try to find God, right? Guess what happened? The strags start blowing my phone up. Blink, 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 blink. I'm not even blowing my phone up, showing up to my house unannounced. Just show the fuck up. Why? The devil is fucking testing me. The closer I try to get to God, he knew I was going to go to the left on this one. He knew this one right here was already to the left. So we're going to send a distraction because this nigga knows too much. We're going to distract him with some other distractions. He even go as far as sending my homies to me, you know? And my homies will come under the cloak of what you doing, bro? Oh, shit, for real? Let me check that out. But the whole time, they're talking and talking, and we end up being distracted from the plan. My plan was to sit down, read the Bible, do some studying, do this, do that. But guess what? Shit getting up fucked up. You know? So, today's the whole goal of the dream sequence is just to inform you guys that the devil is real. And the closer you get to God, the more he's going to test you. If you're not ready to get past mustard seed faith and the test that the devil put upon you with mustard seed faith, then you're not ready to become a tree and have tree faith and have the devil try to destroy your whole structure. A seed is a seed. A tree has a base, a foundation. It grows from the foundation up It becomes strong, and it provides shelter, food, air, all kind of shit a tree provides, right? You gotta be ready. If you're not ready, don't step up to the plate. Because your life is going to turn to more shit than you already assume it is. Than you already assume it is. Not that your life's actually shit. It's just going to be more shit than you assume that it is. Holla bye.